Yes, the real media.
KJAG Radio and KMA Entertainment, your source for entertainment news and interviews in Central and South Central Kansas. The best of the best are here, and we go above and beyond to bring you the most bang for your buck. Find us on the social sites like Facebook and Twitter. Log on to kjagradio.com and jiggyjaguar.com for more.
Thank you. Good night.
Now, all right. This is Metal Mom, and with the KJAG Radio. All right, and each one of you, what's that?
Scott speaks up first.
Okay, and yeah, okay, and I need to know who each of you are, even though I know who you are, and what you do and play.
I'm Trevor, play the drums.
Okay.
Scott, I'm the guitar player. Tyson, I'm the bassist.
Fuck you, Jiggy.
I think we all know who he is.
Hippie vocals.
And James, other guitarist.
All right. And Sever the Ties. I love that name. Now, it took a while to get that band name, because I was with you guys where you were going through all kinds of names and things like that. Who finally thought of that name? Who?
That would be James.
That'd be James. Yes. All right.
I think if I remember right, the week after you found that name, I realized that it was off of another song.
Yeah.
Did you find that on another song?
Yeah, it was Killswitch Engage.
That's what I thought.
Killswitch Engage song, and he's like, Sever The Ties. I'm like, that actually could be a name of a band.
Thought that would work. Yeah, it does. It really does. It's got a good sound to it and everything. All right. And like I said, you guys have gone through vocalists. Again, I was with you through quite a few of them. And 3 or 4, something like that, yeah. And so here's a question. Has the style of music changed with each vocalist? Have you morphed into different things? Or because I know when I first listened to you guys, you were a lot kind of softer. And now it's getting, your music is getting quite a bit heavier, actually.
The music has changed a lot with every member that we've had.
Yeah.
It's not just been one vocalist or one guitarist. It's been everything.
Well, everybody brings their own element to the band. One person starts one thing, and then everybody else adds their own flavor to it. And I've only been around for 2 vocalists. Anthony, when he was here, I thought we sounded more like Godsmack than anything else. And now it's just a lot of different things. I don't think there is a certain
it's more
band
just
you
a whole variety.
Really look at.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely different for you, Hippie.
Yeah.
Because you are a screamer, and in this band you actually sing. Do you like this better?
It's a different thing to do. Can't really say which one I like better because they all kill the throat anyways.
All right. And just 1 second here.
Yeah, we forgot to pre-approve these Jiggy questions.
We're not there yet, but we will be. All right. And okay, Scott, talking to you, everyone here. You are a songwriter.
Yes.
You write songs, and now do you and Hippie collaborate on the songs a lot?
We haven't in the last little bit, but we have. I mean, when he first started, we really hadn't because it was existing material we had. But now we've been starting to get together on some of these newer stuff and try to hash those ones out. A lot of it is me and the guys trying to get together and then work out the music so we know what we've got going on. And then, of course, in the meantime, Hippie's in the back writing stuff out and getting that stuff going. So it's kind of a collaborative thing between everybody, is more or less is what it's been lately. Great.
All right. What are your plans for exposure? Are you guys going to get out and,
Flashing people.
Well, of course, Hippie, I wouldn't expect anything else. But, are you going to,
That's why I got the trench coat over there.
be touring or anything in spring and summer? You got any plans?
Well, I think the key right now is we're trying to build a list of material. We've got a lot of songs already that don't have any vocals to them, and they're not completed. We need to be tight on everything. We played one show so far, and I think that was more a matter of just letting people know we're there and kind of breaking the ice, getting a show underneath us before we really did more work.
Mm-hmm.
But as for shows, we don't have anything lined up as of right now. We just need to find our bearings and figure out what our sound is, really.
Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, and I know you guys have gone through with
Yeah.
work
Not
schedules.
Really a lot of places.
Yeah, and you've had work schedules that you've had to deal with and work around and all that stuff too, right?
James, we've had a lot of work schedules.
Yes, James, you've been a lot on work schedules.
Yeah, it kind of put us at a hiatus for a bit. My apologies.
That's all right. Yeah. Well, I know Salina right now is pretty bleak venue-wise. It's really cool that we are getting. The Paramount is actually going to have some shows there, and some of them are, genre. And so is Big Nose Kate's, which is really good.
Yeah, but weekday shows don't really work for some of the people.
Weekday, no. That's what we need to put a petition. We need weekends.
You can't do a weeknight show.
No, we need weekends.
We get in trouble at work for some odd reason.
I'm not showing up,
Sleeping?
man.
No,
I'm not showing up.
I'm sleeping. No. What is you guys' thoughts collectively? I'm going to ask each one of you. Trevor, I'm going to ask you first here. How do you feel? What are your thoughts music-wise? What is going on in Salina?
In Salina itself? Not much. Not much. I mean, since the factory closed down, that kind of killed everything. The house got opened up and
got sold.
Yeah, we had some shit going on there and then got sold, so it's pretty much deadened out. This is the first I heard of what places are playing.
We got the Paramount and we've got Big Nose Kate's so far.
Yeah, I
which
mean,
is
Paramount, they always have local, every once in a while they have a local band, but I really think somebody needs to open a venue back up like the factory.
I agree, definitely. Scott, what's your thoughts?
I wish I really had more, because really, as an artist as we are, we wish there was more out there to play, and we would like to see other bands as well. And that's the thing I really wish that they had more around here, is just better venues to play at, bring in more bands and stuff. I mean, I love to see other stuff, and just other than just metal, but just anything. I'm a music buff, just in general, so. I wish to just have more stuff around here, because I think it would really help out with everybody else around here as well.
Great. Sounds good. All right. Ty.
My opinions on the music scene in this town. Jesus, could I go on for hours? I don't see anything good in the future. Unless Paramount starts something up that they're doing constant, or somebody gets that building where the Blue Goat and Factory was and learns how to run it. I don't think it's going to be a couple of years before anybody decides to get something rolling good. That's about all I can say about it.
Unfortunately, I think you're probably right. And Hippie, what do you think?
$8 million on the Buy Center, however much that was, ain't going to do shit, because they aren't going to bring in the right acts, and bringing in acts that were popular in 97 and 98 and you haven't heard from them since. Nobody's going to come out because nobody remembers them. And I'm not going to say any names, but I know we've all seen bands that have died off 10 years ago and are back. Not just metal bands, just any kind of stuff.
Oh. And James.
That's kind of a two-part thing, I think. I think the biggest thing is that this town does not have what it needs to support a venue that plays shows all the time. There's not enough people here to do it. So the advertising has got to go past this town. You've got to get people to come here.
But
there's not the advertising out there.
The advertisement doesn't get out past
There is
town.
the availability to put the advertisement out there. It's just nobody's got everything they need upstairs to get all that worked out. Now, the Bicentennial Center, I believe, is run by a bunch of old fogies that just don't really want to let anything new in. And that building itself, I believe, could hold a Mayhem Fest. There is a room big enough for a second stage, not to mention the big main stage. And you could actually have two stages playing at the same time in that element. But a Mayhem Fest would never come through this town. So if you want to see a Mayhem Fest, you got to go either out of state or Kansas City. Regardless, you got like a 3-hour drive just to see a show in that aspect. Yep. Nobody wants to come to Salina to see a show. So you have to figure that part out of it.
Yeah, and it's really sad too. All right.
To be honest with what you just said about that, this is the crossroads of the two giant intersections in the U.S.
Yeah,
Why the hell
the
can
crossroads
we
of
not
America.
get anything in here? I mean, when they're going to the East Coast,
We get a lot of drug busts on I-70.
they've got to come through us. When they're going to the West Coast, they got to come through us. If they're going north or south, they end up coming through us.
Yeah.
Why aren't we getting shows
Because
here?
the people that we put in charge don't have enough upstairs, like James said, to
Exactly.
figure out,
Yeah.
hey, we could make an income because fast food places, restaurants, hotels would all be making money.
You get me and a few friends to run the Bicentennial Center, and I think we could probably put some money into this town through tourism. And we don't have any tourist attraction here.
I mean, we got downtown.
People want tourist attraction here.
Hey, we got all that
Yeah.
artwork crap.
Yeah, we got all that
downtown.
artwork.
Oh, that new thing they
Oh,
built
yeah.
out there by
Oh, that's
Lowe's.
stuff.
Whatever the hell that's supposed to be.
Oh,
Yeah, those are trees inside a case.
The overpass thingies that, for that bridge that they painted blue and green and yellow.
No, it's green, red, and white because those are American flag colors.
Well, they're doing all the art, but yet music is art too. I mean, where's all that at?
Yeah.
Hey, we also spent all that money
Right,
on
that's
the
true.
water treatment plant to put that crap on the side of each tank.
Oh, yeah.
That's no one ever sees unless you're
Driving down
driving
off-road.
home. Oh no, if you're driving drunk home. Hey, cool! I know where I'm at now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on a good note though, you have T-shirts.
Yes.
'Cause I know I have one of those, and I understand, Hippie, that your wife came up with the design. She did the design for the
Yeah.
shirt. Yeah. Okay. And what did she use as a concept?
Listening to us talk. And different ideas that people were throwing out. There was no set really thing. It was kind of, oh, hey, this looks cool. Throw
All
it
right.
together.
All right. And Ty, you're a daddy now.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, everybody's, I think, pretty much like
You have the
family.
savior of the world.
I have the savior of the world living in my house.
Has anything changed music-wise since the baby?
No.
All right.
Not a bit of music has changed, but I'll tell you one thing that flipped my life upside down.
They change things, don't
Changing
they?
diapers.
At 6 o'clock in the morning.
And how something that cute can make something that horrible smelling.
All right, I'm going to skip over to our drummer over here, Trevor. You've been drumming for how long now?
Just a few years, just since I was in 6th grade, so probably only 20 years.
Just a few years.
I'm a beginner.
That's that's quite a while. You're really good. You're really focused.
Yeah.
I've never really met a drummer yet who's really as focused as you are. I mean, when you're drumming, you're focusing on that. So.
Well, yeah, I play with the inside, the heart. I mean, I just love music so much. I just play what I feel, and this is how I do it.
It shows. It shows. It definitely does. Okay. And with your songs that you're doing now, collectively, and we'll start with you here, Scott, since you are the main songwriter. What is your favorite song that you have done so far?
So far, I like Elephants and Asses, mainly because it gives us, for James and I, a chance to do two different solos there. But the overall just style of it I like, with the harmonies and the aggressiveness. And so that's the one I've kind of enjoyed so far. On the guitar, it's just fun to play, kind of keeps you going. So that's the kind of thing I really enjoy. But yeah, I think it turned out to be a really good song.
Cool. I like that one too. All right, Ty.
I have still got to say that my favorite song that we play is War. Though that's not probably going to end up being the name of it. That's the one I like the most.
Is that the one that's unknown?
No, that's the one that
That's the one I ad-libbed.
Hippie had a little bit of fun on stage doing.
Okay. So, Hippie, what's your favorite one?
All the ones I've written so far.
Which is okay. What's one of the ones you have written?
Of the ones I've written,
One of the ones that you've written that's a favorite of yours.
I don't have a favorite.
You don't have a favorite?
Uh-uh.
No? All right. James, what about you?
Right now, it's Elephants and Asses. I think that is the pinnacle of what we've done so far. It's not about aggressiveness, because that's probably our most aggressive song. I think. Yet it's also really melodic in another sense. I really like to stretch myself as much as possible. I think we've done that with that song. Thanks, guys. And it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be aggressive to be a really good song and be able to really capture my mind with it.
I'm going to start calling
it's
it
just
now.
More about what all can we do where we're not playing the same thing 4 times and then let's all do the same thing 4 times. Me and Scott are doing 2 different things, and we approach some melodies with that, and we both got leads in it. I really, really like that song, and it just happened to be the first one Hippie came in on. So,
all right.
That was great.
The drug trip song. What we call it?
Oh, the trip song. Yeah.
Favorite. Yeah.
That's your favorite one.
Yeah, it's one of the first songs that me and Scott, when it was just me and Scott, started out playing, and it's been my favorite song ever since.
All right. Okay. Where do you guys see yourselves 5 to 10 years down the road?
That's a tough one. I don't
Arthritis.
Kicking Justin Bieber's ass.
Laid down on my bed with a beer belly and some kids screaming at me in the other room.
What you mean, 5?
5? Fuck no. 5 years from now, that means I can get myself snipped? Oh, yes.
Get that one approved with your wife.
Tyson, 5 years from now, paying child support and alimony.
Because somebody wanted to cut his balls and didn't want kids.
Donate them to science.
All right. Now, like we talked about earlier, this band has really morphed a lot, and it just seems like it just gets better and better to me. Every time I hear you guys, you're just more together all the time. And you've gone anywhere from rock to alternative to country rock, and now more metal. Some of the stuff is more metal. Is it still going to vary, or are you going to stay kind of more metal, stay heavy?
I think we're always going to vary. At least I know for myself as a musician, I'm always big into everything and anything. So it's just kind of the time of the week. I'll come up with a song. It may sound a little countryish, or it may sound whatever, but whatever. I'm just going to roll with it and keep going. And I think those things also help add to songs and really help songs, and also as musicians help flourish a little bit, because it's something maybe you haven't done before or you're not used to, but now you're incorporating that into your music. It's just a little bit of a different flavor or different spice to you, basically. And so I think it's something we're always going to have. At least for me as a musician, I'm always going to have that in me, at least, to go through and start coming up with new stuff and all different kinds of things, and whatever I can come up with or create, that's what it's going to be.
Sounds good. All right. Okay. Now, since this is for Jiggy Jaguar,
That's where the previous statement came from.
Here it comes.
I do have 2 questions. First is the easy one that he always asks, though. As a band, can people find you up on Facebook or Twitter, or where can they find you? Do you have any pages up yet?
We have a Facebook page up.
You have a Facebook page up? Okay.
Is anything put on YouTube?
Okay.
Isn't a Twitter like a...
I don't know if we have anything on YouTube yet, but I could probably get something set up on YouTube here in a week or 2.
Okay.
I'd like the elephants and asses set up somewhere for people to see.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah, that would be good.
Just not make sure Jody does it, because it'll end up probably being war, and it'll be
I'll
improv.
probably
Hey, I didn't know. I just put it out there. Sorry about that, Hip.
Right after you did that, I was talking to you. I was like, oh.
I clicked on it, so I just...
All right. And the question of the evening is, ta-da, Jiggy question. Okay.
Fuck.
If you had a chance to play with a mega band, okay, everybody, you could play with anybody you absolutely wanted to play with. But you
Already turning out dirty.
you had to cross-dress to do it. Would you do it? Trev?
Yes. Hells yes.
I just become a redhead.
Hippie! I know you would. I know you would do this.
I'd probably shave the legs, too.
Hey, Hippie, you remember that wedding dress?
Remember?
Yeah, James told us
I
to wait all
would, but
the
I'd be a hairy fucking woman. Because I ain't shaving this shit.
It'll be the bearded lady.
Bearded tranny.
All right.
Now all I have to
all
say
right.
is, Jiggy, you asshole.
There you go, Jiggy.
All right, Jiggy, we have a question for you, and I want to see this on Facebook. If you were a gay porn star, which person would you fuck?
There you go.
Because
Jiggy, now we've got a question for you.
We
We are
ask
asking
one.
you.
Yes, there you go. All right, that is good. All right. And speaking of Jiggy, can you give a shout out to Jiggy and K-Jag Radio, please?
Love you, Jiggy. Thank you, K-Jag.
And he's like, yeah, right.
Good job, Scott.
Okay, all right. Thanks, guys. This is Metal Mom for K-Jag Radio, hanging out with Sever the Ties. You guys have got to check these guys out. They're really, really good. They're gearing up for something big here. Keep on practicing, and just check them out. And thanks, guys.
Thank you.